Hi, thanks for coming to my channel. This is Mira. Thanks for coming. Today, I'm going to talk about year-end checklist. Before I get started, as a tradition over here in my channel, I'm going to talk about something funny. The question is, why did the Invisible Man turn down the job offer? So the answer is pretty much related with the whole thing I'm about to say today, which is that he couldn't see himself doing it. Everything I'm about to say in this video is that I couldn't see myself not doing it. So I thought, why don't I share with my friends here on YouTube? So in this video, I'm going to talk about their physical wellness stuff, and I'm going to dive into financial wellness. And then after that, I'm going to give it back to my friends, family over here, that on the community, I'm going to do the giveaway. So keep watching, and I'm very excited about it. Number one is, have you done wellness checking for yourself and for your family? I'm talking very simple things like yearly checking. Why are we doing okay physically, like in terms of like blood tests, in terms of vaccination or flu shot or whatever you need to do for your physical, checking for that. Some of the insurance even require that for you to do that. In my previous company, when I was working for a corporate company, they asked everybody in the company, check all the wellness, and that's how we get points to earn some kind of reward too. Make sure that all your kids are already checked out for the vaccinations, up to date, and dental and physical too. Next one is, have you renewed insurances? What I mean insurances, it can be anything, everything. Car insurances, home insurances, flood insurances. For example, long-term disability insurance, short-term disability insurance. Every insurance that you have, dental insurance and vision insurances, make sure that all of them are up to date for next year. Make sure that if you don't like it, are you switching it? Are you changing it? Are you keeping it? And why not? Ask those questions before it is too late. Usually, the truth is that in the United States, as far as I know, open enrollment, they usually begin October and end at the beginning of November. So the time that I'm making a video right now is already closed, I think. So making sure that you have done your part and make sure that you check in on your company website or on your email list. Make sure that you are up to date, all of them. And the other insurance is extremely important for your household. Like for example, house insurance, like car insurances, and also flood insurance, which I do because I live in Florida, so I have flood insurances. I wanted to focus on house insurance here. House insurance is extremely important because of that when you live in a house, you need to have a homeowner insurance, right? Either whether you pay all the mortgage or whether you stay paying the mortgage, you still do need the insurance. So the trick is this. Every year, they recalculated the escrow. Escrow is this combination of the insurance plus the tax. So every year, escrow is like a jumping jack. Every year, they jump. So the thing is, like, we cannot deny the taxes to U.S. government. Apparently, this channel is made in United States. So we cannot kind of challenge the government apparently here for this area. So, but we can control the other part, which is the homeowner insurance. So you have a control that you can either change the insurance company or whether you can negotiate or whatever they come up with. I think I talked about in my videos in a few videos ago that how I'm kind of controlling my costs in the I think October goals or September goals or something. I talk about it. What I did was like it's extremely important if you want to save money. I cannot negotiate it with the insurance company. How I did was that whatever I repair or update in my house, and I showed and proved to the insurance company, so they kind of discount it. So I save money on that area. Another layer of is mortgage company usually they pay the insurance bill to the insurance company, and then they charge you back from the monthly bills. But what you can do, the trick is that you can ask the mortgage company, negotiate with them, and saying like, hey, you know what? I negotiated with the insurance company. This is how much I save. So make sure that you pay only the amount that I agree with the insurance company. So you have to make sure they are being informed so that they don't pay any extra money to the insurance company, which is here. And I am the own homeowner here. So I hope you're following with me so far. And then I talked to the mortgage company, and they are actually putting the escrow amount into monthly bills. And I told them that I don't want to do that way. I want to pay one-time lump sum payment so that I don't have to pay monthly increasing every month, 12 months. So what they did was they follow with me, they agree with me. And the good thing about the working with the mortgage company is extremely important, so you know everything about in and out of what's going on. And my mortgage company is extremely kind and nice. And then what they did was that instead of charging me, even for the one-time lump sum, they waited and hold it until next year, March, so that I don't have to pay like, $50 or increase every month, something like that. I don't have to pay until March of 2024. Instead of paying those money I actually use that money to pay to the principal, so that way I can pay off my mortgage sooner than later. As I'm going back to the first one, the wellness checking, is one of the things that you need to pay attention to is called like spousal surcharge and tobacco user. If you are not a tobacco user, make sure the company is aware of it, whatever company you're working for. That way you can get discounts, or you don't have to pay more than what you're supposed to. Or the other one is spousal surcharge, is that people usually forget to fill it out, and they usually charge $50, $50 on every paycheck, which is a lot of money to me is. So make sure that you fill out those two forms and make sure the company aware of it. Usually spousal surcharge is a form. Tobacco user, non-user, is that you just have to check mark on some of the forms that they have it already. So make sure you do that if you're working for a company. That will save you money too. And holiday budget, tied it up. Make sure that your holiday budget is in place. Either it's $100, is it going to be $1,000, whatever amount that you agree to set it up between your spouses and family members. Make sure that they are tied it up, because the money spending surely is coming. In the United States, a lot of people buy lots of gifts in the holiday season. Black Friday is coming, and Cyber Monday is coming, and all the sales are everywhere are coming to get the money. And I know that it is something sound negative the way I say. I'm so sorry about that. But what I mean is that, you work so hard to get those money, and I want you to enjoy that in a nice way. So make sure that you tidy out your budget and you know what you're doing about all your holiday budget. And review your budget. Review your budget is mostly about not just only the holiday budget, it's about the whole budget that you're doing it. If for November and December and January is coming, right? New Year is very important too. For me, it's at least. So make sure that you're understanding all your budget. And I would like to make another budget video soon, so that way we can sync in together here. If you haven't watched my backward budget video, go ahead, I'll link it over here. It is pretty simple. It is one column thing. I don't like to make it complicated myself, because my brain doesn't hold too much information. So I try to keep it simple for my sanity, and I try to keep you sanity as well. And next one is United States tax write-off update. Making sure that the very important thing is you need to make an appointment with your CPA and accountant. Make sure that I usually like to make 3 appointments with my CPA every year. Number one is I am going to talk with my CPA very soon, and that I already set up a meeting, and it's on the Google Calendar, renewing update. So my CPA is aware of it. So we're gonna talk to him, and then so we're gonna review. I have a bunch of questions I listed already. He usually like to kind answer it to me. So I usually talk a lot of information, and so that way that is one time that I make an appointment. And the next one is like right before the taxes. I have to pay in March. I want to make sure that everything is set, everything's perfect. So that's when I'm gonna meet. And then third one is not that important, but it is also important, is I kind of check in with my CPA about like June, July, making sure that, hey, how are we doing? Are we doing good? Can we do better than this? How are we looking? All the things. So make sure that you kind of set it up with your CPA soon, instead of waiting until December 31st. And now I'm going to jump into more and more into heavily heading into the investment thing. So I'm just announcing, so don't freak out. Get a cup of water, or like me, I'm here, have a water here. So, like investment really not serious. It's just something that we do it for our future self, right? So our future mirror gonna appreciate it. Future you appreciate you. Make sure review your retirement plan. Reviewing your retirement plan is pretty simple. There are a lot of ways you can do reviewing retirement plan. Number one is that you can check with your advisor. If you have a financial advisor, usually advisor charge you money. So make sure that you're understanding how are they charging, what are they charging, right? That's one thing you need to know. And when you review the retirement plan, what I mean is like 401k, 403b, or like Roth IRA, like SEP IRA. You're talking about a traditional IRA. Anything that all the things, retirement account, make sure that they are balanced. Can you do better? What can you do? Are the numbers are right? So you want to make sure that are they aggressive? Are they like very moderate? Or how can you make it like balance it out? So those kind of things you want to review it. Moving to next one is max out all the accounts if you can. However you can do it. I know you can wait some of the account. You can wait until the April before the final thing. But I usually don't like to wait until the April. I like to start my money fresh in the January. So I like to do everything before the December and get it done. If you have to wait, I understand you can wait until the April before the tax due date. In United States, maximum contribution every year is changed. depends on what year that you're watching on this video, making sure that you're aware of it. Make sure that you read the articles online, you check with the CPA, or you check with your investment planner. Make sure you understand what is the maximum amount for that particular account that you want to maximize. And also make sure that you know the difference between the Roth IRA and traditional IRA. If you do not know, please check with your CPA. There's also difference between 401k Roth and 401k traditional. Make sure you understand these two difference, why you should do and what you should do too. I'm a Roth person. I always do Roth. Again, there's also maximum amount that you can do Roth so far. So make sure you understand about the Roth IRA. Are you qualified to contribute the Roth IRA? If you're making so much money, you cannot contribute to Roth IRA. So make sure you check with your CPA. That's why it's extremely important. It is a good time to do that with your CPA. Next one is taking care of the payroll deductions. Payroll deduction accounts are employer-sponsored retirement accounts or the HSA, health saving account. Make sure that you contribute this amount of money before the end of the year. Some of the employer, they match the money, however much you contributed, they match the amount. So make sure you're aware with those amount. If you do not know, please give a phone call to HR and say, hello, this is me, and what's up with the employer-sponsored retirement accounts? And I have a question. You can ask all the questions. I'm sure they usually happy to answer that for you. Don't wait for until December when they go on vacations. Another one is HSA. So HSA is health saving account. Health saving account is extremely great if you do the high deductible health insurance, and that's when you can contribute the health saving account. Health saving account, you can only use it for the eligible health costs. But the good thing about it, if you're after 65 years old, you can use on medical or non-medical expenses. So I think that is extremely good that if you're qualified to do the health saving account, please try to do that. Next one is consolidate the investment account. Consolidate the investment account, which means is that if you have departed from one company if you go to different company, making sure that you pay attention to the first company. You can either roll it 401k to the next one, or you can do the rollover IRA. So by doing that, as long as you don't cash it out, you won't be penalized for that. So I usually did the rollover IRA and then go ahead and continue to invest. If you do not like the previous investment account, you can actually always change in it, work with the current investment account. One of the no thing, no one should do is that taking out the 401k and cash it out. It hurt my soul when I hear that. So please try not to do that if you're finally saving money for your future. And also make sure check on the taxable investment account too. What I mean is that they are taxable. This is not the retirement account. Taxable account, make sure that you check on it, make sure that all of them are in one big account, or can you make sure that they are all balanced out? What age are you? Are you very young that you want to be aggressive, or are you getting closer to the retirement and you want to make it into a secure, more stable instead of aggressive? You want to check it out, making sure that every year checking out is extremely important. And this is a time to do so before it's too late. So next one is estate plan. Estate plan, I have estate plan, so which means that everything that you own, make sure that whatever you recently purchased, it could be a car or it could be anything. Make sure that this is in line in the estate plan. If you forget it, haven't added it, make sure you add it up. Or is as the estate plan is in the most tax efficient way, that have you set it up that way? And make sure that all the beneficiary, have you included, making sure that do you need to update it? Make sure you update them well too. Do you have any most recent appraisal of any property that you own too? Make sure you check all the boxes. For the fund investing account for dependents, I do the 529, I did the UTMA, I also do the Roth IRA minor too. So all of them, I don't know what else do they have, but this is all I know at this point. So please check it out with your investment advisor or the financial advisor, and make sure they are care of you more than themselves. Fiduciary advisor is the most important, that if you can choose it, or definitely should choose it. And I'll talk with CPA, talk with the accountant, making sure that whatever you're doing and contributing for your dependents is also the best way for them and for you too. I did the 529 and I paused it because of it is too much of it. I don't want to. What if he changes his mind, in 10 years later? And Atmar, I did it, but I didn't get to have too much control to a minor. So I paused it. I did have a good amount of it, but I kept it there for him in the future. But the third one is that the Roth IRA for kids and minors. I started it, so we're working on it, that one, as we are learning, as we're growing together. And I think I'm pretty excited for that one. I kind of geek out all the stuff here, and I hope that you learn something nice over here and great for your family and for yourself for the year-end checklist. Now let's go and dive into the giveaway. So I will have a prices. I will have a 3 separate prices for 3 different people. So randomly it's gonna be selected. I'm gonna open the drawings on the November 9. I'm gonna close the drawings on December 11, even though the video is gonna be stay alive. And then I'm gonna announce the winner on December 15 video. If you're interested in entering these drawings, you have to do a few things. Number 1 is make sure that you're a subscriber. And if you can do that, write in comments and making sure that living well as a hashtag living well. So make sure that you are a subscriber, make sure that you write it down, the hashtag living well. You must be 18 years and above able to do that, and write it down in the comments in the comment section with your other comments. And then when I close the drawings on December the 11th, and then I will close it and we will do the drawings announcing the winners on the December 15 video. Well, how I'm gonna make sure that I have to make sure that you are who you are, whoever winning person is. How I'm gonna make sure checking up is that I'm gonna make you write an email to me that you win it. You have to edit your comments on this session, on this video. You have to edit the video on this video that you say, this I'm the winner, something like that. So that way I know that that is you, have with the hashtag person, living well, and at the end you are saying that you win this. So that way I know you are the same person, so that I can give the right gift to the right person. So thanks again, thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again.